summer is another season that witnesses a reduction in milk supply? Let's get that answer from Vivek Nirmal, the Joint Managing Director at Prabhat Dairy. Good morning, Vivek. Thank you very much for joining us. Could you throw some light on the current milk prices and the trends? I believe milk prices generally move up higher in the summer months.
Yes. So the prices generally move up in summer months because there is a kind of water shortage, the water shortage and all. But what has happened is, particularly this year, we have seen that there have been pretty good monsoons past 2 years, and there is a lot of water availability, which is much better, and hence we don't see the milk production really going that down, and hence we have not seen any significant price rises. Neither do we anticipate a significant price rise in terms of our input cost this summer. So even if the summer have started, prices really have not gone up. Those are in the range of around 24-25 rupees a litre for cow milk. That's the price table, which is pretty stable from last quarter, and it's stable in this quarter as well.
Vivek, how does this 24-25 per litre compare with what you had paid last year?
Compared to last year, this is lower because last year it had an overhang of the other external factors, wherein there was a lot of low inventory in the country of the various dairy commodities, and hence the prices were high. Last year, this quarter, the prices were as high as more than 27-28 rupees a litre. This year they are lower, and we are expecting it to be lower, for this quarter and the next quarter as well, as the inventories really are relatively higher in terms of the milk powders or butter, and if the commodity inventory is higher in the country, that has some bearing on the prices of milk as well. Hence, right now we are seeing this kind of price level.
Vivek, around the time of October, November, December, there were talks where the procurement prices were extremely low because there was so much supply in the market that, farmers were coming to procurers, and the procurers had already so much milk and they couldn't buy any more, because of which there was a possibility of prices moving down. Of course, they didn't move down any further. My point is that if you're suggesting that monsoons have been, very good over the past couple of years, we are also expecting good monsoons this year as well. Does that mean, if not for this quarter, then maybe for the first half of this financial year, we could see some pressure with respect to milk prices, because you are saying it's around 24-25 rupees per litre. Do you think it could go further down, if not in this particular quarter, then in the subsequent quarters?
I don't see it going down further, because definitely a natural phenomena will kick in, and in summer seasons the production will go down slightly. Maybe it's not now, but as the mercury rises in May, June, the production might go down. Number two is, what happens is, post June, July, festive season also starts kicking in. The Shravan month, then there is a lot of festival which starts coming in, right from various festivals in Shravan to Rakhi to Dashera and to Diwali. So all this festival season, particularly the demand for dairy products is high. So considering both these factors, even if the supply side is constant, there is definitely going to be a demand side rise, and hence I don't see prices going down any further from this level right now.
Okay, Vivek, so then let's talk about your plans for the summer. And I know that you had a lot of plans in your B2C segment, because that is an area which is becoming very important to you. What are the launches that you have already made in anticipation of the summer, especially in your value-added products? And what are the other plans that you have on the anvil?
So we have made a soft launch of our ice creams last year, and that has gone well. We have learned in our last 1 year cycle, and will be expanding to some more towns in this year. Second is the dairy based beverages. So in terms of lassi and chas and dahi, these three are the key items wherein we have seen a lot of sales growth, particularly starting from March, because as the summer rises, the consumption of dahi increases, because a lot of people make lassi and buttermilk at their home. Second, we have a range of fresh buttermilk and lassi which is available throughout modern trades and a lot of retail outlets, more than 8,000 retail outlets in Mumbai. That is where we have seen a lot of growth. We are also working on other dairy beverage categories right now, and some of them are to be launched very shortly. And those are categories including variants of milkshakes, variants of lassi, variants of buttermilk and all. But overall, the dairy beverage, I think, is shaping up very well, especially if you have a good distribution setup. Dairy beverages are really liked by the consumers. The availability is increasing. People want to have more healthier beverages, and that's where we are seeing a lot of growth coming in.
Okay, Vivek, if I'm not mistaken, when you refer to the new variants in lassi and milkshake, I think, at least some broking houses are talking about your 200 ml Tetra packs. Can you tell us a little more about the plans there? Do you have some products already launched in this area, or are you looking at more launches as far as this particular category is concerned?
We have particularly, done the launches of 200 ml Tetra Pak, which is a high shelf life product, and it's a lassi priced at around 25 rupees, buttermilk priced at around introductory price at around 12 rupees, and these two products are seeing a lot of traction. These are new products for us. We didn't have them historically in our basket. Those are into our basket just since last 3 months. But since the product has launched, we are getting a lot of repeat orders. Consumers have liked the product. Trade also has particularly appreciated the product, because now with our B2C business, we have already built a very large pipeline. And in this pipeline, in dairy, the more products you just keep on going on adding, the channel partners are more satisfied, because they get more bigger kitty. And even the consumers see a larger traction, because in dairy what happens is the consumers prefer more dairy products from the same brand whom they trust. So if Prabhat tomorrow comes up with more dairy-based beverages or dairy-based product, consumers will definitely give it a preference over other products. So that is what we have seen particularly in these dairy-based beverages.
Okay, Vivek, just a final question from my side. I know you have set some targets for FY20, and one of them is, of course, your revenues at around 2,000 crores. My question is, what are you planning with respect to your capacities? Are you expecting expansion capacities? In that case, how are you planning your expenditure, your capital expenditure for your capacities then?
So we have actually done a lot of capex in past 2-3 years, and right now we are in a range of 70% capacity utilization. In next 2 years, 70% is overall. Some of the products actually are much lower capacity utilization. The plants which are new, like our milk facility or our curd facility or our cheese facility, and the focus is on to getting the capacity utilization up in next 2 years. So we don't plan to invest anything in our factory or manufacturing per se. However, we will continue to invest some small amount of money in our milk procurement by adding up new bulk milk coolers every year. Every year we add 50 to 100 new bulk milk coolers. So we will keep on adding those bulk milk coolers and some packaging lines. But we don't plan any major capex in next 2 years.
Vivek, is it fair to assume that EBITDA margins for the company will continue to moderate, at least in the near term, as you continue to invest in expanding your consumer business and its revenue share?
Absolutely right. While the gross margins are increasing, our EBITDA, is at the similar range. And it's a conscious decision, because we will continue to invest in our branding, marketing, distribution, just like the product I have mentioned, the new products what we have launched, and we will continue to take them deeper in the current geographies as well as some adjacent new geographies, which will definitely take some investments. And hence today whatever gross margin expansion is there, we see it as a very good opportunity to actually plow back that money in the investment, and hence yes, the EBITDAs will be at moderate levels for this and next year.
Vivek, Nirmal, thanks for joining us and shedding light on the plans for the company, as well as taking us through how we can expect milk prices to trend, not just in the quarter but also in the financial year.